ladies. So we're going to get started. So Shannon and I both just want to officially welcome everyone to our little sneak peek into coaching. We hope that, you walk away from this tonight with an awesome understanding of what we do as coaches, kind of how we do everything, and hopefully leaving you wanting to join our incredible team. So I'm just going to start by letting you guys know that there's more than one way to get started as a coach. So the first way is to just simply start working on you. So you join one of our health and wellness groups, like accountability groups, challenge groups. They have all different names. We will talk about those later on, of course. But so you can just literally start, get a fitness program, get some of our awesome Shakeology, and just start your own journey, your own transformation. I know a lot of girls on my team do that. They like to just do a program first, and then they start coaching down the road. Or Shannon and I, we both jumped right in. We got our package and we kind of started both at the same time. I just like that you have the option. You can just kind of work on you first, or you can jump right in and kind of learn as you go. But just know that there's lots of options, and whatever you decide is awesome either way. And yeah, so just while we're kind of going through this, take a minute and just kind of think, like, what do you think you would be, a number 1 or a number 2? To be honest, looking back now, I'm surprised I wasn't a number 1, but I was a number 2.
Oh, woohoo! Okay. So this picture is a shocker. So hi everyone, I am Shannon, and as you can see, I'm going to talk a little bit about my story, but this is my transformation. And the thing that started it all for me was this photo of me on the tractor. And it was taken by a friend, and she posted it on Facebook. And I was like, oh my God, don't you know, I've got ex-boyfriends on there. Like, what? This is who I am? It just, honestly, it was a little bit shocking to me that I don't want to say I let myself go, but I really couldn't connect to this person at the time. And I had 2 little ones at the time. I'm a mom of 3 right now, and my youngest is 2. But at the time, I had 2 little ones. And I feel like I was that typical, tired, rundown mom who I couldn't get out of bed early. Every day at like 2 o'clock, I took a nap and set my alarm at like 3 or 3:30, whatever my son's pickup time at school was, to go pick him up. Like, I couldn't get through my days. So I was on the phone with one of my best friends who had just started as a coach, and she was telling me about Shakeology, and it helped her feel so good, and the shake, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'll drink this shake. And she was explaining the workouts to me and all that. And honestly, at the time I was like, no, like, I don't want to do the workouts. I just want to do the shake. And she convinced me, no, Shane, you've got to take it all on. It's a package deal. Like, jump into one of my challenge groups, try it all. So I just did. I knew I didn't have anything to lose. And like I said, I was tired all the time. I wasn't being the kind of mom I knew I really wanted to be when I thought I'd raise my kids. So I'm like, okay, I'll try it. So I started out with a program. I started out with Shakeology, and then she was talking about the opportunity. And at the time, I was a full-time photographer. So again, I was like, no, this is health and wellness. Like, this is your thing. I'm a full-time photographer. Well, I'm blabbing a lot. I don't want to try this, but slowly and surely, I started following coaches on Instagram. And I just started kind of creeping everyone and seeing, okay, what is this all about? And everybody looked super happy. And I always kind of refer to it as like annoyingly happy. Like, okay, why does everyone look, like they're having a good time, they're having fun, they look super healthy. And to tell you the truth, when I followed these girls, it was everything that I wanted. And then I found out about the opportunity, and I was like, you can make money at this? What? So it didn't take me long. She explained everything to me, and I was like Jen said, I was the jump-in girl. I kind of just jumped right in, which was odd because, like I said, I was a full-time photographer. I had no interest in this, but something kind of drew me in. And before I knew it, I started showing up online. I started talking about what I was doing, and we'll go down about, what you do as a coach, but I kind of fell in love with all things coaching. And that's a little bit on how I got started anyways.
Love it.
Back to you, Jen.
All right. So a little bit about my story. So I've been a coach for just over 4 years, full-time coaching for about a year. So we'll backtrack a little bit. I have a background in social work. I have like just a college diploma in social service worker. So out of college, I was excited. I was like, yes, like can't wait to get a good job, get to work. So I actually landed what I thought was my dream job with this. And again, nothing wrong with this job. So I got my job at the school board. I was supply BA ECE. So I was doing that part-time. I was doing private respite part-time, a couple days a week. And then I was also waitressing evenings and weekends at Kelsey's. So I was super busy. I literally was working my life away. I rarely had a day off unless I booked it off. But honestly, I kind of just thought that was normal, what I needed to do in order to pay my bills and kind of still do things that I enjoyed in my life. I was not healthy. I definitely have to throw that in there. I had a lot of unhealthy habits, terrible obsession with the scale. I weighed myself after every single meal, kind of gauged what I ate in a day based on that number, which obviously right there is not healthy. I was sick all the time. I was tired all the time. Like I literally rearranged my college schedule so I didn't have to start classes until noon. For a couple of reasons. One, so that I could go out 4 nights a week because, that's what you need to do. Like I was a huge party girl, you guys, like drank all the time. I smoked a lot of weed back then. So honestly, I spent my days sleeping, working, or partying. And I was kind of just going through the motions. Mentally, I had no confidence. And I always like to say that, my life wasn't terrible. My life didn't suck or anything like that, but I was sick of working all the time. I didn't want to have to work my life away every single day. And again, inside, I just wasn't healthy or super happy. And people always say to me oh my gosh, I had no idea. You seem so happy. And that's the thing, you can really never judge a book by its cover because you have no idea what's going on inside. And a big thing I talk about now is health and wellness is so much an inside job as much as an outside job. If you're not feeling good on the inside, it really does not matter what we look like on the outside. So anyway, I'm trying to shorten this all up. So working a lot, again, just kind of going through the motions, having fun, partying, whatever. And I was a chronic fitness quitter. I tried different things in the past, like gym memberships. I actually had a free gym membership at school, but I literally would go once or twice and then not again for 6 months. And, I tried different online things. I wouldn't even open them, wouldn't even try them. So I actually was following a girl on my social media. I actually worked for her husband for a little bit at a lawn care company, and she was posting for a couple months. And the thing that stuck out to me was how much food she was eating. And again, that might sound silly, but when you literally lived your days eating based on a number on the scale, when I saw someone that was eating so much food and in amazing shape, I was just whoa, what is she doing? So finally I reached out and I was like, what are you doing? Please tell me about these home workouts. And I'm someone that's super shy, super awkward. Home is where I'm most comfortable. So home workouts also really spoke to me because the gym, I just felt really awkward. So I reached out to her. She told me about 21 Day Fix, Shakeology. It sounded amazing. I was like, yep, okay, I'm going to try it. Back in my head, I figured I'd give it the 30 days. I would return it, get a full refund. That was kind of my mindset back then though. I had no idea what coaching was. She actually asked me hey, do you want to join as a coach? You can do it for free. I was like, I don't even know what that is. So I literally went to Google, YouTube. I did a bit of research and I watched a few videos. And the thing that excited me about coaching was seeing these girls having the freedom and flexibility with their schedule. Being someone that, like I said, I was working 3 jobs, 1 million hours a week, just even knowing that I could maybe let go of 1 or 2 jobs and supplement that income, that really spoke to me. So I was like, sure, I'll try it. Again, super busy. I had no idea how I was going to make it work. And I kind of thought it would just be meh. But guys, I completed a 21-day program, start to finish, no cheats. I was eating more than I ever had, but I was in the best shape that I ever was. So it was the total opposite of what I've been doing my whole life. And I felt better than I had ever. And I think I was 27 maybe when I started coaching. So yeah, that is kind of what made me go all in with coaching. The health and wellness, I felt so good. And I'd never stuck to something like that before. So that right there was really huge for me. And again, just how much I was eating and feeling good and starting to not feel oh my gosh, I'm eating this much food, I'm going to gain weight, blah, blah, blah. And just the community, the community is so huge, and that was definitely the missing link for me, being a part of our health and wellness groups and like having a place to check in and share, you know, the good days, the bad days. That was also a really big like motivation like factor for me and what got me excited. So yeah, like I just was all in after that. I was just like, wow, like this is amazing. And I could tell already from 3 weeks it was going to change my life. So I wanted to share that. So yeah, that's a little bit about my story. Sorry, I feel like I kind of made that long. But anyways, yeah, I just kind of slowly cut down on jobs, and I decided I wanted to one day do this full time. And yeah, last May, I let go of my last part-time job, and I've been doing it full time ever since. All right, Shannon, pass it over to you.
Hey, it's me. Okay, so we are going to go over a day in the life of a coach, because everyone is always like, what do you do? They have no idea what we do. And really, it's quite simple, because there's 4 main things that we do. And the first one is be proof the products work. So that's the easiest part. Guys, it can seem so hard that you've got to get up and work out every day, but it's not. Like, pressing play for 30 minutes a day is a part of our job, is showing that A, these products work, B, they'll help you feel amazing, and C, D, no, I'm kidding. You can just keep going on. But yeah, that's our number one, is just showing up and doing the workouts and showing that it works. And I mean, if you want a way to be accountable forever, it's like, become a coach. Because I feel like now with the challenge groups that I run, and after going in as a coach, you can't help but, you have to show up for other people now. So it really keeps you at this for the long haul. And then number 2 is getting people results. And how we do that is through our challenge groups. So some of you might be in challenge groups already. Some of you might have no idea what a challenge group is, but basically we run them every month. You can run them through Facebook, through our app, through a Team Beachbody app. So it's personal preference, whatever. If you like to work from your phone, you can run this challenge group from your phone. I personally love Facebook. I've always ran them through Facebook. My groups are like, Jen too. My groups are like a revolving door. So every month I'm bringing in new girls who, by me showing up on social media, I was gonna say being proof, and being proof the products work. People, it's kind of neat how people will start asking questions and reaching out to you, and it all kind of just starts unraveling there. Number 3, connect, invite, follow up. So a big part of our job is showing up and posting about what we're doing. You don't have to overthink it. It's like we share what workouts we're doing and how it's helping us, tackle our days and motherhood. Like myself, I've got 3 kids, so I need these. These are my outlet to keep sane. And I share a lot about how they've helped me over the years. I mean, not only is it amazing that you get so strong and you feel good mentally and all that, but this is really a ripple effect. So connecting with other moms and building relationships, I seem to attract a lot of moms who are in the same boat as me. So that's kind of cool. You kind of your vibe attracts your tribe. But yeah, so reaching out. And then number 4, and Jen, I may be missing things. So if you want to jump in after I'm done, please let me know. But number 4 and my favorite is personal development. And guys, this is actually a part of our daily job. And at first I kind of thought, honestly, to be truthful, I was like, people who go to Tony Robbins events, like that's so lame. It must be there's something wrong with them. I was so backwards with what personal development was all about. I pictured the self-help section. It was kind of I was embarrassed to do it or log in. But really, this is what helps you really grow your mind and as a person. And we do give so much. You're putting yourself out there on social media, and some days you can be a little unsure of yourself and it can feel a little scary. But through the personal development and these motivational books and everything that we're reading, it just really gives you that fire and that passion. And again, being an entrepreneur too, you're working for yourself. So you need that daily motivation and that boost to really see success. And I'm going to tell you, it's all through our number 4, through personal development. So let me know, Jen, if you want to add to that.
No, that's perfect. I'm just going to kind of add on to that a little bit. I just want to say I agree huge with personal development. I was the exact same way. was just like, no, like, I don't want to go down a self-help section. But again, it's not really like that. There's really something for everything, whatever you may be struggling with, whether it's confidence, maybe it's just time management, leadership, anything and everything. There is a book for it. And I can't tell you enough, like, I can tell when I'm not really doing it as consistently as I should. Like, my mind gets thinking all these just negative, really crappy things, but it's like, you do it for a week and it's crazy what it can do for you. And it's hard to explain unless you get it into your life, but it really is an amazing part of what we do. And I just think that's so amazing that it is part of our job. So not only are we working on a physical transformation, we get to work on a mental one as well, which I needed that big time. I just wanted to, one last thing about this topic before we change. I just wanted to share that, like, something that we all get, like, you guys will literally have all the tools and training you need when you join our team as a coach. And I love that. And something we get, like, I printed this off and laminated it. It gives you a list. I'm a list person. I like to check things off. So having this list in front of you, just to sit down and be like, hey, okay, this is what I need to do to grow my business. And sure, every day, I don't get everything ticked off every day. Some days are better than others, but like, it just gives you something to know, like, to guide what you're doing, what you should be doing, to look back and be like, okay, I'm kind of struggling in this area, lacking in this area, like my personal development. I'll notice it didn't get ticked off for a whole week. So it's a really great tool to track kind of what you're doing and, like, see where you can improve on. And again, it's a super simple guide just to say, okay, this is what I need to do to build my business. And this done consistently over time, you can build a killer business. And it even gives you time, like how much time you should be spending on each task. You guys, I just want you to know that, like, you don't need 9 to 5 to build this business. Again, I was working 3 jobs in the beginning. So pockets of time, like on my breaks, my drive to and from work, that's when I did like some training videos or personal development. So like, just know that anyone can do this. You have to sometimes, work it in, fit it in different spots, but you don't need a ton of time, like 1-2 hours. Again, like pockets of time throughout the day, and you could absolutely do this. All right, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad you pulled that up, because I was going to say, do you have your business activity tracker? And I feel one more thing I want to add is, like, what you see, what you guys see is what this is about. If you either follow Jen or myself, and you see what our social media is about, the business activity trackers behind the scenes stuff, but like what we do every day and show up on social media, like that's it. That's the business. And we'll give you like the little ins and outs and all that, but what you see is what you get with this, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's really just about showing up consistently, working on you, kind of sharing your journey, the good, the bad, and then of course sprinkling in a few little invites or personal development. And yeah, like, I always like the saying, like, they're easy things to do, but they're just as easy not to do. So that's when, the dedication, the consistency, the discipline will come into play. But yeah, it's nothing hard. It's nothing crazy. We'll definitely push you out of your comfort zone a bit, maybe a lot, depending on your personality. Me, it's been a lot, but I've loved every second of it. So these are just some transformations of, mine and Shannon's, and then some ladies on our team. And this is like why challenge groups are so amazing. Like, this is why we do what we do. Like, it's just so incredible to know that you were a part in someone's journey, whether it just was helping them get started, helping them pick a program, supporting them and motivating them along the way. Because that's what we do. We're not experts. We're not personal trainers, nor do we claim to be. We're literally just there. We're cheerleaders. We're cheering each other on while we're on our own journey, offering that support, that motivation. And it's pretty incredible to be part of something that is so life-changing. Okay, I think I'm doing this one, right? No. Yeah, am I doing this one? Okay, so common fears and hesitations. So I feel like, yep, I had all of these when I started, plus a whole other list of them. So the first one, I don't want to be salesy. You guys, that's great. We will never encourage you to be salesy. We don't want you to be salesy. Sorry, I'm just gonna mute. Okay, there we go. We don't want you to be salesy. That's not fun. That's just not who we are. And when you're in a health and wellness business, that's not really something you want to sell to someone. Like, you just have to come from like a genuine place and truly want to help people. And like, once you try these programs and products for yourself, I find it that it just kind of naturally comes out because you're feeling good and you know that they work. So like, I just tell people, hey, like, this is a gift. It has changed my life. I have watched it change so many other people's lives. So I want to share that with everybody that I can, because you just never know who could use this opportunity in their life. Like, you never know. It's not about being salesy. It's just literally, you're showing up, you're working on you, you're sharing that. And again, yeah, you don't have to sell like, I feel like our results and everything, they kind of speak for themselves. So as long as you're working on you first and foremost, again, like, that speaks volumes. So don't worry, you don't have to be salesy. Like, we don't want that at all. It's discouraged. You're literally just chatting with people. You're making connections. You're making friendships. And you're just working on being the happiest, healthiest version of you that you can be. Stock products. No. All you have to get is your own personal stuff. I mean, sure, some coaches, I'm sure, stock up on like personal stuff for themselves, of course. But we do not like have a garage or inventory full of things. So like, you literally just buy, well, you'll get your starter package, and then it's just what you want monthly. Like for me, I get my Shakeology, my Energize, Beach Bars. So it's just personal product. So that's nice to know. Like, sometimes people think like you have to buy a whole crap ton of stuff and just have it sitting around. No, you just have your own personal stuff, and that is it. What will people think? This is something I still struggle with, but again, that is where personal development comes in. And once you kind of get into the swing of this, you will start to realize that, like, well, it does get easier. And I just try to tell myself that, there's an unfollow button, there's an unfriend button. Like, people don't have to watch what we're doing. That is totally their choice. And I always love how I think it's Rachel Hollis says, like, what people think of us is none of our business. And again, like, I still struggle wrapping my head around that, but that's so true. Like, someone's always going to have something to say no matter what you're doing. There's another quote we always say, Shannon and I. It's about like, the only way to like not be judged basically is to do nothing, say nothing, be nothing, because someone will always have an opinion. So if this interests you, you guys, do it. Like, I'm telling you, like, you kind of, again, you slowly start to get over that. Like, it was really hard for me to put myself out there in the beginning. Like, I remember sharing my first like results photos, progress photos. I wanted to puke. Like, I literally posted and I shut my phone off for the whole day, like whole rest of the night. Like, I thought I was going to get all these nasty, mean comments, and like, I was blown away. People were so supportive and like wanted to know what I was doing. And like, it's just, you just have to try to tell yourself that you're doing this, well, A, for you, and B, to help other people. And if someone has a problem with you wanting to work on yourself and help other people, then you don't need them in your life, in your circle anyway. So yeah, just try not to worry about that. And it gets easier with time. And I just want to say one other thing, hesitations. I always feel like people are like, it's a pyramid scam. So I'm just going to touch on that, even though it's not here. So no, you guys, long story short, no. I keep seeing this meme floating around, and it's about pyramid scams. And I'm just like, does anyone even know what that is? I don't even know how to explain what it is, but it's basically, I think it's like when you spend money and then someone else spends money and then you get money when someone else puts money in. Like, it's not even this at all. They're illegal. So for starters, and Beachbody has like a rating in like the business MLM companies or something. So just to squash that, it's just know that pyramid schemes are illegal. Like, that's basically what I say to people. Long story short, they're illegal, and we're not an illegal company, clearly. So yeah. And I mean, if you guys have any other hesitations, obviously post them in the group. We would be like more than happy to answer them, because I'm sure there's a few more out there, but we don't want to keep you here all night. I don't know if Shannon, if you have anything you want to add to that?
No, I was just going to say, like, when you envision a pyramid too, the nice thing with this is like, you can surpass anybody in this business. There's no one who's at the top and you'll never get there. Like, there is no top. You can just keep growing this as big as you want. So, you know, let's say you join and you're like a kick-ass coach. Hey, you could blow me out of the water, but it takes work. But the nice thing is like when you join certain companies, it's hard to push the president out or the VP, or, you know, you now are your own CEO. So it is what you put into this business. That's all I wanted to add, really. But I'm probably doing, the next slide.
Oh, yes,
I didn't see that
yes.
there. Okay, yeah, so and that's okay. So how we earn. Okay, there's two ways. The first way is with commission. So we make 25% on all our commissions, which in a lot of other businesses, this is on the high end. So 25% is like an amazing bonus right there for getting people healthy. We get 25%. We get a 25% discount on anything of our like future programs that we purchase. Our Shakeology, anything we purchase, we get 25% off. So just for the discount alone on these products is incredible. And then the way we make our residual income is building a tribe of our own. You know, I'm only one person. I can only reach so many people. And I mean, it's so much bigger than like the town I live in with Instagram and Facebook and all these social media platforms. But really the way we grow is by building our teams and finding other like little army girls who really want to get out there and spread this and help, you know, their friends and family. So this can really, there is no cap, there's no limit. Like I said, the commission part's really good, but when you want to start really opening up and turning this into a business, that's when you get to find girls who are just like you and you turn them into your business partners. I mean, Jen and I had never met. We met through social media. We've now traveled to, we've been to Nashville together for our conference. We just got back from Indianapolis, I guess a month ago or so. Together, and it's really neat how we have connected through this. So you meet the coolest people, they become your business partners, and we share our success. Like, we don't hoard anything. All the information is given to you to be a successful coach. You just get to go and run with it. So yeah, like building your own community is really how you will see this business grow, and you can do very well at it.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry. I promise I'm paying attention. I'm just either going too fast on the slides or too slow. Okay, so this is just a little, you know, we just wanted to kind of paint a bit of a picture for you guys of what is possible. Now, keep in mind, you guys, like I said in the beginning, there's a couple ways you can start as a coach, like just on your own journey or, you know, dive right in. But also know that you don't have to do this full time. Like maybe you don't want to like completely quit all your jobs, replace your income like myself, or do it full time like Shannon. So there's lots of options. You can do it full time. You can do it part time. You can literally just join for the 25% off, which is amazing. Like my mom has been a discount coach since I've joined. Like she's been doing the programs for over 4 years. Like she's getting close to 60, and you know, she's in the best shape of her life. Like she never worked out, nothing. And like, that's pretty amazing to me, like that my mom can do these programs with me, and she drinks her Shakeology every single month. Like she has to, now she can't borrow them from me, but she used to be like, I need to borrow a couple scoops until mine comes. But anyway, getting a little sidetracked. So just know that there's lots of options with this, you guys, like full-time, part-time, whatever you want it to be. And that's what I love. But like, how cool is this? Like I was working 3 other jobs again, and like I built this in my spare time, like pockets of time, 15 minutes there, 15 minutes here. And like, it was all just about, knowing that I wanted to do this, believing in myself and believing in this opportunity, and just being consistent with it and not quitting when things got hard, or, you know, just bouncing all around to different things. Like I stayed committed to it, even on days where it would have been so much easier to just throw in the towel and say, screw it. But like, I'm just so blown away by what's possible. And again, like, if you want to just earn an extra $200 a month, $500 a month, like we can help you do that. If you want to completely replace your income, we can help you do that. So just know that no dream is too big with this business, and literally whatever you want it to be, we can help you make it that. It's pretty incredible, this business. And like, there's just so many little extra perks, like, which I think I'm going to talk about on the next slide. Yes. Okay, perfect. So again, the little other perks, and on top of 25% commission or 25% discount, we also have the chance to earn trips and swag. So if you help, so the goal is, if you want to earn these things, is to just help 3 people, well, not just, to help 3 people a month get started the same way you did. I find that the easiest way to look at it, like, okay, every month I'm going to help 3 new ladies join, like, do this with me. And like that, doing that consistently will build you an awesome business, will allow you to earn trip dollars and earn the monthly swag. So there's trips like Success Club trips. So every year we usually do somewhere tropical, or they do cruises. I know Shannon's been on the cruise. We've done like Mexico, Dominican. I was able to go on, there was like a new leaders conference that I was able to go on last year. I earned that trip. It was in LA. I brought my little sister with me. We went a few days early. We like explored. I got a picture of the Hollywood sign, which again, like I never thought I'd be able to do. Like I had my hotel paid for. It was a beautiful hotel, like right downtown LA. Like it was amazing. And like the training, like I know in the past, like I didn't get excited about work training, let me tell you, but like this work training, it's amazing because it's motivational, it's inspirational. Like I've never gone to a training with Beachbody and left like, oh, that sucked. No, you leave fired up. And I love that. There's just so many opportunities, and don't think you have to go on all these trips, but it's just cool to know that the opportunity's there and that you can earn them. And I know a lot of people say like they've never been able to go on a trip. So like that is a goal for them, to take their family on a trip and things like that, because you get to bring one person with you, and then some coaches will bring their family, their kids. Like it's pretty incredible. And like the swag and stuff, actually, I think, yeah. So like we've earned some pretty cool swag, like down here at the bottom, like you get tank tops, hats, a backpack. They actually have a new backpack out that you could earn this summer. It's a black one. Oh my gosh, there's been everything, like so many different prizes. And like, it might sound silly, but me, like that motivates me. And just for working on me and helping other people and getting a cute little tank top or a cute hat in the mail, like I loved that. And that fired me up. Like anytime there's a prize, I'm like, yes, I'm going for it. And like this one down at the bottom right here, like that is at our annual coach summit where we just came back from. It was in Indianapolis last month, and like we get to shut down a whole street and work out outside with all the super trainers. Like look at that, like that's nuts. That's so cool. And like this one, it was I think last year in Dominican or Mexico, I forget, but like my boyfriend and I had never been on a trip together. That was our first one, and like these were other coaches we met and drank way too much that day, but together, like how cool is that? Like the whole resort, Hard Rock Resort, was Beachbody coaches. Like they literally like rent out the entire resort. Like that's so cool to me. I remember Adam saying like, this is actually crazy. Like he came home with a whole different perspective on what we are, because you know people don't really realize it, and some people don't take it seriously, but like we are changing lives. Like Beachbody is huge. Like we're making such an impact. And then like here's Shannon and her hubby that was on the cruise, Shannon and the girls at Summit. Like just so much opportunity, you guys, outside of just the initial income. And of course health and wellness, like those are like the best things, but this is just awesome too. Sorry, I'm rambling. Okay, I think that's all I got there. So
okay, so what now? What, you know, say this all sounds good. You're like, okay, cool. I want to give this a try because you've got nothing to lose. But this is what are your options. So one, you can pay the coaching fee, and it's $49.95. And let's just say you're already a challenger and you've purchased a challenge pack in the past. When that happens, your coaching fee is waived. So you actually don't even have to pay this. You could get started as a coach right away. If you haven't ordered a challenge pack or you don't know about the products or Shakeology, it would be really hard to just start out as a coach and pay the $49.95 because you wouldn't have much to talk about. And then two is purchase a challenge pack. Like I said, the coaching fee is waived, and a challenge pack hooks you up with Beachbody On Demand, so a yearly subscription to all of our hundreds of workout programs that come with the nutrition plans. Comes with a 30-day supply of Shakeology, so you have everything to get you started, and the portion control containers. You have everything to get started as a coach, and then there's no coaching fee waived. So when all is said and done, let's just say you hated it. Never happens, but let's just say, you could get your money back in 30 days. So yeah, I cover the Shakeology, and the portion control containers and shaker cups. So really, it doesn't take a huge investment. I think sometimes that shocks people is that you literally can get started, start helping people, right? Oh, hang on. Is there a chat? Is that from you, Jen? Or someone saying something? Oh, promo codes. Tori, thank you. I just saw it flashing. I'm like, squirrel, what is that? Yes, and promo codes right now. All of us, this is kind of a new thing for Beachbody, but we've all been given promo codes. So I'm sure lots of us have some left. And this month, we all are able to give promo codes out for $12 off of that challenge pack. So really, this month it's $174. So guys, that's think of what people pay for gym memberships. I really seriously don't think people know the value behind this, because a gym membership, or that's 3 months at Good Life or something, $174 for the entire year. And your chance you can make your money back within the first month. You hit the ground running, you start running challenge groups with us. And one thing I don't think Jen and I covered is, for my coaches, we've always offered, I know you do the same thing, but for my coaches, when they first get started, I will co-host a challenge group with them. So they're never left alone. We're how do I run this on Facebook? Or I don't know how to design a poster or how to get started. Guess what? We walk you through all of it. So you don't really have to be overwhelmed. It can be exciting and you can feel that nervous feeling, but know that your coach is there to help guide you and walk you through. And that's where I think people are addicted to the community side of this, on how great and welcoming it is, because we really are here to help you see success and spread this on, because really, it's not all about me. The fact that I can even help you run a successful business and know that you're helping your family and I'm a small part of that is a huge empowering feeling. It does really, honest to God, become so much more than just you. So that's really as simple as it gets for how to join, right, Jen?
Yeah, you nailed it. I just want to say, I have 2 promo codes left. I actually had 6, so we all got 3, but because my mom's a coach, which she doesn't actively coach, she actually got 3 too. So she obviously wasn't going to give them out. So I snagged those. So I have 2 left. So that's kind of neat too. I love Beachbody's always going above and beyond to do everything they can to just ensure that us as coaches, they take great care of us, and B, that we have all the tools we need to help more people. They're always growing and expanding. We're opening in, where is it next? Paris or something. We're always growing, expanding, coming out with new products, kind of keep up with the times. And it's such an incredible company. And so like Shannon said, unless you are already a client, you likely wouldn't want to just pay the $50, because it'd be pretty hard to start a business if you don't have any of our products and programs. Plus, the biggest thing here is working on you. So you definitely need something. And this package, you guys, I remember in the beginning thinking, in the back of my head, I would probably return it within 30 days and get the refund. But it changed my life. I told myself I would give it the 3 weeks and do that program and see how I felt. And it was amazing. And you know what? My first month as a coach, I earned $250. So that paid for my challenge pack. And I got maybe I had $50 extra. So that was huge for me. And not to mention, I just felt the best I had in years. So that alone made it worth it. And I just know that's a pretty awesome price to start a business. For under $200, you're starting a business. You're getting all the tools you need to work on your own health and wellness and share it with everyone else. So that's pretty much all I have. I don't know. I always just like to end with, if you're here, obviously something interests you. And hey, maybe after listening to this, you're if something doesn't speak to you, that's okay. At least you know. But if you're still on here with us, or you're watching the recording and something in your stomach is you're excited, nervous is normal too. Go for it because you literally have nothing to lose. Worst case scenario, you sign up, you try a few workouts, you drink a few shakes, you get your money back. Or you end up loving it and like the sky's the limit, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just such a big believer. Like even like one of our last posts, like what would it mean to you and your family to bring in that extra income in having small pockets of the day? Like this day and age with Netflix and how much we are scrolling on our social media, like you can do this and you have the time. It's like people say time is the big issue, and that's just a time is an illusion. And that was the card I played before I had this. I was like, hey, guess what? I still have time. I have 3 crazy kids and my husband works a ton. I am super busy, but I have made this successful. It's driven by passion, yes, but you have the time because I bet guaranteed you're on social media anyway, scrolling, get a workout in, share it, make an amazing income. Why not do that? But yeah, I could blab all night, so maybe I'll just wrap it up. And like, thank you so much for everybody for getting on, taking the time out of your night, because I know, you might want to get back to your Netflix show. So thanks for hopping on with us, because that means so much to us. We like to be able to share this with you guys.
Yes, thank you so much. And hey, I like to work with Netflix on, so best of both worlds.
That's so true. I always have it on. That's true.
But anyways, yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in with us tonight. And for all of you that watch the recording, thank you so much. And of course, if you have any questions at all, please either, comment on a post in the group or reach out to us and we will be happy to answer. And we can't wait to welcome some new faces to our team. Have a good night, you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.